guys, and welcome to my channel, The Humble Homestead Life. I am going to try and do a voiceover for this video, although I've kind of lost my voice. Our family has been very sick with bronchitis and just a bad cough, and it's been lingering for about 3 weeks, and so we've really been under the weather. But it was a rainy day today, and nobody's really feeling well, and we're just lazing around and watching movies, and I just thought, you know what, I really feel like trying to sew an apron. So in this video, I'm just going to share with you how I'm sewing this apron. Now, I love Little House on the Prairie, and I always love Ma Ingalls' apron that she wears. So the inspiration for this apron kind of comes from Ma Ingalls. Here I am just sewing the edges of a rectangle, which will become the bib portion of my apron. Now, I am not a seamstress. I do love to sew. I'm not the best at it, but I like to do things for my children, and so I've sewed pillowcase dresses for my girls when they were little, quilts for my kids, things like that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking an old sheet, and I do not have a pattern. I don't have measurements. This is literally just me looking at pictures on the internet and making this apron up in my head. So here I cut some long pieces that will become the ties for the back of my apron. So I sewed them together, and now I'm just going to turn them right side out. You know, sometimes as busy moms, we tend to put aside our hobbies. And sewing is a hobby that I actually really do enjoy. Although I don't have a dedicated sewing room, I usually have to pull everything out onto my kitchen table, have a big mess in my kitchen, and that's where I do all of my sewing. So it's not something that I do often, but I do enjoy doing it. So here I am after I turned the ties right side out. I'm just hemming the ends. Instead of gathering the front part of my apron, I decided to do pleats. I don't believe I've ever really done pleats before, so I just kind of eyeballed it up, and now I'm just sewing the pleats in place. So after I got the pleats all sewed together, I'm attaching a waistband to the front part of my apron. And like I said, I don't have any measurements. I just cut a strip of fabric, held it up to my waist, and thought this looks good enough. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to pin the waistband on, and then I will sew it to the pleated part of my apron. So after I attach the waistband to the front part of the apron, I will be honest with you, I kind of got in the zone and totally spaced and forgot to videotape me attaching the bibbed portion and the shoulder straps to the front part of the apron. So you won't be able to see that, which was just kind of a time-consuming process, but I will show you the finished product here in just a second. So here is the finished product. I think it turned out pretty good for not having a pattern and for just making it up in my head. I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks for watching.